Point out, as it will become very evident to you, Bridget Metzler is a 1997 graduate of Auburn High School. No disrespect to anybody from 79, but we just want to make sure for accuracy's sake, we're good to go. While at Auburn, Bridget spent 6 years in the swimming program. Along with that, she spent 4 years in the girls lacrosse program, while also being a member of the National Honor Society and in band. A newly inducted Hall of Fame coach just coined her the most decorated female swimmer in Auburn history. And to her tally, she has the 34 plus records, many of which individual as well as relays. She was one of her finest accolades was in 1996, being named the New York State Swimming Scholar Athlete of the Year. She attended Johns Hopkins University, where she was a two-time All-American and two-time academic All-American, as well as being a captain in 2000 and 2001. The kindest thing about Bridget is she gives back as a coach and a volunteer in her area where she lives with her husband, Robert, and their 3 children, Laura, Annie, and Everett. Please welcome, in the category of athlete, Hall of Fame inductee, Bridget Metzler.
Can you hear me? In typical swimmer fashion, I have timed my speech, and it's 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Thank you, everybody. Good evening. Thank you to the Auburn Sports Hall of Fame for this great honor. It's really nice to be home here in Auburn, which is an amazing sports town, as we can all see tonight. And I always feel at home at the Springside too, which has hosted so many of our momentous gatherings of all of our lives. I'm very proud to stand here tonight amidst all of these incredible athletes, coaches, friends, and family. The talents and accomplishments portrayed tonight are just extraordinary. But what I'm really here to do tonight is talk more about Tom Clary. I had a feeling he wouldn't toot his own horn enough, so I will step in. Tom, you are and always will be the architect of the Auburn swimming program over the course of 3 decades. That's a quote from Jody Lattimore, who's here tonight, and happy to be here to celebrate you. And he thought that might embarrass you a little, but we agreed that it had to be said, and it's the absolute truth. The words Auburn swimming equal Tom Clary. The swimming family that you built, Tom, with the help and support of some great assistant coaches and an amazing generation of parents, is truly unparalleled. I don't remember what our record was my senior year, or for any year for that matter, but I always carried with me the sense of warmth, pride, and the friendships that existed on our teams. It still makes my heart happy to relive those feelings. To quote another old friend, Kevin Murphy, who made it here tonight from New York City, to celebrate you, Tom. You far transcended coaching and became a part of many of our families. Your guidance, love, and compassion, plus your sheer passion for coaching the sport of swimming, is why many of us dedicated 15 plus years of our lives to the sport. You are the ultimate team builder and continue to be to this day. I love seeing the Facebook posts from your girls at your office, celebrating you loud and proud as working for the best boss ever, who isn't even on Facebook, so. We as teenagers saw that, even if it took our immature brains a few years to catch up with our eyes. What we called Lane Sixer, referenced earlier, someone new to the swim team, was welcomed into the swimming family with open arms and given the time and effort needed for their development. Just as the same as the kid who'd swam since they were 6, got what they needed every day too. Positive attitudes, discipline, and teamwork were expected, but boy did we have fun. You taught us that the small things matter and that small things lead to greatness. Small things like instilling the self-discipline into a team of 30 high school girls to give up French fries and potato chips, 2 of your own favorite foods, for the entire season. Then wisely looking at us and saying, "Only you'll know if you cheat." And your chuckle as we pulled into McDonald's after a swim meet, knowing that 0 out of 30 of us would order from the pounds of fries that the staff had just dumped into the fryer when they saw the bus pull in. You pushed us, sometimes you pushed us right into the pool if we were too chatty at the start of practice, and gave us the tools to be successful in swimming and in life. You led by example, showing us how to be both generous and disciplined, charismatic and competitive, focused and fair. To this day, you remain one of the most generous humans I've had the pleasure to know. You freely give your time, your ear, your expertise, your infectious ear-to-ear grin, and as we got older, your pizza and beer to anybody in need. You showed us mutual respect when it was earned, but we still knew who was in charge. An example was your process for picking team captains. You took the time to hear each and every swimmer's feedback privately, but you also made it clear to all that this was not a democracy. And nor should it have been for teenagers. I borrow that quote regularly with my kids and employees. You picked the captains, but in the process, we knew that you had listened to us too. You'd spray us with cold hose water if we were late for a Saturday morning practice, but then drive a kid to states whose parents couldn't get the time off work to attend and take care of them the whole weekend too. You'd launch a kickboard across the pool if we weren't paying attention to what we should be doing, and then always be ready for a soaking wet hug after a good race. You'd tell us, "Don't do stupid things," and then the back door at Hunter Ave would always be open if we did sometimes do stupid things and needed help. You would challenge us to competitive and silly games, and then immediately take the swimmer who rose to the challenge, but also collided with the bottom of the pool, to your office to fix their tooth. It was impressive what you tolerated from teenagers. To insert some on-point words from another former teammate who couldn't be here tonight, Patrick Carbonaro. What always has and still amazes me about Tom is his ability to focus on you and the moment, whatever the setting. To get you jacked to swim a relay, empathize when you're struggling, smile knowingly when you talk about your own kids, whether you were speaking out of frustration or pride, or tried you just the right amount after beating you at ping pong. You stopped looking at him as a coach and instead saw a father. And as we got older, a trusted friend. So very well said. The fact that you've ended up a trusted friend of so many of those former rascally teenagers who made you raving mad and proud all in the same 90-minute practice shows your true character. I'm an age group coach, swim coach myself now, and Tom, I channel you every single day that I'm on that pool deck. I relish the time it affords me with my own 3 kids and the opportunity to bond with so many other little beings over the love of a sport. Sometimes I may be even enjoying it more than the kids. I'm trying to pay it forward, appreciating all the good deeds that have been done for me in the past, although I do want to launch a kickboard every now and then. But that's not allowed anymore. At the end of my coaching years, if someone says even half the nice things that have been said about you here tonight, my cup will be full. And I truly hope yours is full today too. Tom, you built a bonus family for so many swimmers. Over the years, you were in our corner, showed us fierce loyalty and support. And whether you really know it or not, a parallel loyalty and support runs deep and strong. And all that you went to bat for, yesterday, today, and always. And your children, Adam and Robin, also known as everyone's little brother and sister, will always be supported by the swimming family that you built for each and every one of us. Decades later and miles apart, we are still proud to call ourselves Auburn swimmers. Well, I made it this far. But briefly and last, but certainly not least, I can't walk away without thanking my mom and dad. They're both simply the best. They threw everything. They threw everything they had into my interests and desires. They rooted for me every step of the way, on the bleachers, in the timing box, and always behind the scenes. They were amazing role models. Dad, thank you for being an amazing papa to my kids. You are a rock, and you are there whenever we need you. My mom has been gone 9 years, and she would have loved this. But I'm grateful for all of you that have stepped up and supported me and her grandchildren over the years. You know who you are, and you are appreciated. I hope to succeed in passing along the same discipline, dedication, and unwavering love that I felt from my parents to my 3 kids and going forward. Auburn Swimming proud. Thank you.